While some fans keep fighting over who is better between Marvel and DC, others get the delight of witnessing some of the fascinating crossovers between the characters from both of these comics. Although we haven't gotten any crossovers in the live-action movies, which we think we never will. But in the comics, we have many crossovers between Marvel and DC Comics characters. Among all of the crossover comics, the Batman and Captain America crossover is definitely a fan favorite. And there are two reasons behind it. The first reason is that John Byrne penned this whole comic. John is the man responsible for some of the iconic storylines from Marvel Comics and DC Comics. He worked on the Uncanny X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and the sensational She-Hulk in Marvel Comics. In DC Comics, he worked on Superman and the Untold Legend of Batman. The second reason we love this comic is its storyline and how well it is connected to both the worlds of Batman and Captain America. As a bonus, we also witnessed the Joker and Redskull working together in this story. That's why in today's video, we will dive into the storyline of the Batman and Captain American crossover event and see how these amazing characters interacted with each other. But before we get started with the video, we have a small request. If you like our content, subscribe to us and like this video. It might be just a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. Avengers assemble with Batman to fight against Joker and Red Skull. The Batman and Captain American crossover comic was released in 1997. This comic was set in 1945 during the events of World War II. The story of this comic starts with Batman and Robin chasing Joker on the streets of Gotham. After a short game of cat and mouse, Joker lands on a dock. Robin thinks that Joker will get caught, but he is mistaken as Joker jumps out of his seat and uses a parachute to leave the dock. Robin is delighted because they found the Joker-mobile, and he is sure that Joker might have left some evidence there. While Batman and Robin were checking the Joker-mobile for clues, it exploded, and both of them just had a narrow escape. Meanwhile, in Europe, Captain America is helping the Americans fight, which helps the American soldiers win this battle against. While the Americans are celebrating their win, a soldier arrives and gives Captain a secret mission along with Bucky Barnes in the city of Gotham. While flying to Gotham, they hear that a priority flight that just took off just before them was hijacked. So Captain asks the pilot to take the plane near the priority flight and jumps down on that plane. While Captain struggled to get a hold on himself, a goon started firing at him. This stumbled Captain, and he was about to lose his control and fall down. But the Captain was saved by none other than Batman, who was using a ladder from his Bat helicopter and came after hearing the distress call. Batman and Captain get inside the priority flight and start fighting the goons inside it. They were outnumbered, but being masters of hand-to-hand combat, they easily defeated every thug inside the flight. While checking up with the people on the flight, Batman and Captain find Dr. Robert Oppenheimer on the flight. Batman reveals that he knows that Oppenheimer is connected to the Gotham Project. Batman and Captain visit the Gotham Project facility, and to their surprise, every guard on the site is poisoned by Joker toxin. Thus, both of them realize what the Joker is after, but they don't reveal that information to their sidekicks. Then Batman and Captain share some lighthearted banter, and both of them leave on their respective mission. The American generals met with the Captain while Bucky sits outside the room. They explain to the Captain that they suspect Mr. Bruce Wayne is somehow connected to this Gotham project because he was funding it. They want Steve Rogers to act as Bruce Wayne's bodyguard so that he can keep an eye on him and also protect him from Joker and his goons. Thus, Steve Rogers is appointed as a bodyguard to Bruce Wayne, and he starts tailing Bruce everywhere, which bores him because Steve is used to being in the field, fighting people. He has never tailed people and keeps sitting it out without any action. During the night, Bruce and Dick Grayson were having a conversation related to Joker. Steve Rogers eavesdrops on them, but sadly, he can only hear Bruce's last lines and suspects him of being involved with the Joker. He follows Bruce to his Wayne Foundation, where Bruce goes over some files. Intending to catch Bruce red-handed, Steve reveals himself and asks Bruce to hand over the files. Bruce is reluctant, and they start fighting. As it turns out, both Bruce and Steve Rogers are evenly matched for each other. After fighting for a few more minutes, they figure out their respective secret identities from their fighting style. Bruce realizes that Steve Rogers is Captain America, and Steve realizes that Bruce Wayne is Batman. So both of them team up to catch the real culprit behind this whole mess, the Joker. Meanwhile, at Joker's lair, Joker gets on a call with an unknown accomplice who asks him about the status of the work he was given. Joker hates the tone this person uses to talk with him, but still excuses his behavior because this mystery man promised him $1 million for his work. The man then orders Joker to intercept a prototype cargo that was being moved out of Gotham today. After the call ends, we finally see that this mysterious man turns out to be Redskull, the archenemy of Captain America. Redskull then kills one of his men because he questioned his decision to trust the Joker. On the outskirts of Gotham, a few men are stationed to take the cargo out of Gotham, but suddenly, everyone starts laughing and falls to the floor. It was revealed that the Joker poisoned them with the laughing gas and took the cargo with him. Meanwhile, inside the Batcave, Batman, Robin, Captain America, and Bucky are having a conversation about what Joker is up to. Batman and Captain theorize that Joker can't undertake such a massive deal without any help, and Captain thinks he knows the one who might be manipulating Joker behind the scenes. Robin then notices the bat signal from Commissioner Gordon. Since Batman is a bit busy, he sends Captain America with Robin. The Commissioner reveals that they found some dead bodies adrift on the shore patrol with a heinous smile on their face. They are clear that this is the Joker's work, but they don't know why Joker killed 5 men out of nowhere. The Captain asks the Commissioner where they found the men, and the Commissioner gives them the exact location using the map in his room. Captain takes a ruler and discovers they'll land in Washington, D.C. if they go straight from this point where the bodies were found. Captain claims this case just became a whole lot nastier, and if what he thinks is correct, then they need to act fast. Meanwhile, on the other end of the city, Batman was giving a ride to Bucky. They arrive at a lair, thinking this belongs to the Joker, but find themselves in the lair of the Redskull. They fight his henchmen, but Redskull uses a gas and makes them unconscious. Back at the Gotham Shore Patrol, Captain and Robin arrive to find the guards in the Shore Patrol dead with malicious smiles on their faces. Captain says that his worst fear has become a reality, and he is sure that the attack will be on Washington, D.C. Back at Red Skull's lair, Bucky is confused to see Red Skull in Gotham and wonders what he is doing in America. Red Skull calls him a dimwit because he couldn't guess that he was behind Joker's actions. Red Skull ties Batman to a bomb and leaves the site. When they are at a safe distance, the bomb explodes, and Red Skull is happy that he has completed what the Joker could never do. He finished Batman. Meanwhile, Captain and Robin are on their way to a secret facility where the Fat Boy bomb is stored. But they are late, and Joker poisons all the guards with his laughing gas and takes the bomb away with him. The Joker then delivers the Fat Boy bomb to Red Skull. Here, Joker learns that Red Skull is a Nazi, and the inner Patriot inside him wakes up and he attacks Red Skull with his laughing gas, but Red Skull also poisons the Joker with his dust of death. Both of these attacks have no effect on anyone, and one of Red Skull's henchmen knocks out Joker. The henchman wants to kill Joker, but Red Skull asks him to transfer Joker to the aircraft that they'll be using to bomb Washington, D.C. Red Skull flies off to Washington, D.C., but suddenly notices the Bat helicopter tailing them. He is confused about how Batman survived the ordeal. Batman reveals that Red Skull was lousy and he underestimated him. If Joker had been there, he would have ensured that Batman was unconscious, but Red Skull didn't check twice. So Batman loosened his muscles, slipped through the ropes, and survived. Batman uses the Bat helicopter and creates a hole in the aircraft carrying the bomb and Red Skull. Batman and Captain jump into the hole while Robin steers the Bat helicopter. They fight all the goons of Red Skull while Red Skull hides in the chamber containing the bomb. Red Skull reveals that since the American government has kept this bomb a secret from the American citizens, then it's natural that people will think that the Nazis dropped this bomb. This will break the hearts of American soldiers in the war against Germany, and the Nazis will win this war. Batman punches Red Skull through the door, and the Captain takes control of the aircraft and moves it away from Washington, D.C. Red Skull claims that they'll still lose because once this bomb drops, it will contaminate everything within a 50-mile radius. In the meantime, Joker wakes up and destroys the mechanism that was meant to drop the bomb. Red Skull shoots the Joker, but he evades it, and they start fighting on the top of the bomb. Suddenly, the aircraft opens up and drops the bomb alongside Red Skull and Joker, but it turns out that within this time, the Captain has taken the aircraft away from America and into the Atlantic Ocean. While the aircraft was at a safe distance, the bomb exploded in the ocean. Batman contacts Robin and Bucky and asks if they're safe. They respond positively, and Batman guesses this is the last they'll see of Joker and Red Skull. Captain America asks Batman if he really believes what he said, and both of them exchange a smile, indicating that both Red Skull and Joker might have survived this ordeal. 20 years after this event, we see the Bat submarine in the North Atlantic Ocean. Batman and Robin find an iceberg with a living being inside it. At first, they think this is some kind of trick by Joker Jr., but when they break the ice, the person inside it turns out to be Steve Rogers. Batman recognizes him from his iconic cap and shield, which was also with him. Steve suddenly wakes up with a jolt and screams, "Bucky, no!" Batman calms him down and says that he's among friends. Then it is revealed that this new Batman is Dick Grayson, and the new Robin is Bruce Wayne Jr., the son of Batman. They take Captain to the Batcave, and Bruce Wayne reveals that Captain America disappeared just before World War II ended, and somehow ended up being frozen for the last 20 years. Bruce Wayne welcomes Captain and claims Captain America is back when the world needs him the most. Marvelous verdict! This crossover comic is still regarded as one of the best crossover events ever created. The primary reason behind the success of the comic is how well the story was drafted and how it took elements from both the Batman and Captain American comics and integrated them into the story. The story had a grunge and mystery element from the Batman Detective Comics, and the story was also connected to the Nazis, who are a prime antagonist in a majority of Captain America storylines. The credit for the success of this comic clearly goes to John Byrne. Most writers get over the board in trying to prove that one character is better than the other. But John kept a balance between both of these iconic characters and gave them battles they were best suited for. We loved these kinds of crossovers in comics, but Marvel and DC Comics have stopped working on crossover events. We really wish they start making more crossover comics because, when done right, these stories can become cult classics. With that being said, if you liked our content, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.